What is good, my friends? It's your favorite YouTube dealer. You know we gotta jump into this. My man Eminem has explained why he did Snoop Dogg on SHADE45, and he talks about the Rihanna apology. So, you know we diving in, baby. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe, become part of the notification gang. As always, drop those comments down below, homies. I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. Smoking so much, it's like all I show. I don't think they understand. I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. I just be rolling, that's all I know. I don't think they understand. Now, when I was looking this up, I saw that there was a longer version. I don't remember how long it was now, but it was something where he discusses all sorts of stuff on the album. If you guys want me to react to the entire thing, if it's not like some crazy length, like I said, I don't remember what it was, but let me know down in the comments. We could definitely do that. I got some music myself. You just heard my ignorance, in the beginning there. Links down in the description, Spotify, all that. I appreciate you guys that are showing love. The music video just dropped today. So if you guys want, what I'm saying, it's up on the page. I'm just letting you know it's up on the page. But we're gonna dive into this, and then we got a little something at the end because I came across a little bit of news where apparently Snoop Dogg has low-key kind of responded to Eminem explaining. So when we get to the end, we're gonna talk about that as well. So let's dive into this, homies. Let's see what my man talking about.
Hey man, Great Rizzy up here with Eminem right now on SHADE45. Music to be murdered by Side B. The deluxe edition is out there right now. This song that you have is creating a lot of talking. Zeus. The first part with you apologizing to Rihanna for a leaked verse that got out. I thought it said a lot about you as a man, and you've been on the record about the friendship that you have with Rihanna, but this made it onto the project. Why the apology now?
Well, it was pretty recently that verse had leaked, and honest to God, I told Paul this when it first happened. I was like, first, I didn't know how somebody got it. Second of all, I have zero recollection of even remembering doing that verse. Like the rhyme schemes didn't even sound like familiar to me.
That's when my man writes a lot of music to the point where he's like, bro, listen, I wrote something that was a diss to somebody else who's a celebrity who I'm friends with. I don't even remember that I did it. It literally doesn't even seem familiar to me. Like that's when my man just writes and writes and writes and like that's wild.
So I was caught off guard too. I was like, what the fuck? I said that? And that was during early stages of the Relapse record that I was working on. So it's 10 plus years old.
Oh, okay.
I'm not making excuses for it.
I barely remember. Listen, you asked me about a verse last year, I probably couldn't tell you.
Said it, and I was wrong for saying that. It was fucking stupid. A lot of times, especially with the Relapse record, when I first started learning how to rap again because of the drug situation that I went through and having to relearn a lot of things, that was one of those things that it was like, well, if it rhymes, say it. I think that being able to look back, that's not even an excuse, but I'm just saying that there was a phase I was going through with that Relapse record. I don't know. It's one of those things. I think I just said it because it rhymed, and I'm sure looking back now, I should have thought better of it. It was one of those things that, like I said, I don't even remember recording, but record a lot of songs. So it was like, it's tough sometimes to even, you'd be like, oh shit, I remember that,
I know a lot of people they're very happy and proud that they got to hear that part from you, that apology on Zeus. There's also
and that's when it's real, because listen, bro, we all know M don't apologize, so when he does, that's when he really feels the type of way about about what he did.
Reference where, not even a reference, where you're talking about or speaking to Snoop in the sense of you don't need to be dogged by him.
Ooh, here we go.
And I didn't know exactly when or where, what did Snoop do that made you put this line in this song?
Well, a couple of months ago, he was doing an interview with The Breakfast Club. Somehow my name got brought up, and he was saying things about, I'm not in his top 10, and everything he said, by the way, was fine, up to a point. When he, I've never said, him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some rappers from the 90s that I can't fuck with. Him saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely. Why would I have a problem with that? Would I be here without Dre? Fuck no, I wouldn't. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Eddie Kane, G-Rap, I've never said I could fuck with them. I never said that.
What I like about this is that he's still being, because listen, I'm gonna come out and be like, listen, bro, technically I'll fuck these dudes. You know what I'm saying? He could probably do that. His fan base would back him. He would be fine. But you know what I'm saying? I like this. That's why you gotta love M, bro. His respect and love for the culture is obvious. It's obvious. It's like, come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all,
throw my man some
everything
love.
was good until it was more I think it was more about the tone he was using that caught me off guard, because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? I just saw you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when he said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard.
That was what got me as well. I was like listening to it and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, he's got his opinion. He's naming people that he likes, but like, you can't really get mad about that. But when he said that at the end and that's somebody that he's friends with, like, I mean, I don't know. Anybody else that makes music, I feel like, how would you not take that disrespectfully? That's crazy. It's like, what happened between us that makes you feel like that?
I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it. Like,
and even if that was your opinion, like, listen, even if it's like, yo, I'm friends with this dude, but I could live without his music. I mean, that could be a real thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to put it out there to the public like that on that, you know what I mean? And the way that he said it is just like why? Like, you know what I mean? It's unnecessary. Snoop's been in the game long enough. He knows he don't got to say all this shit to the public.
I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it. Like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first. Cause it confused me because I'm like, yo, bro, same team. We're on the same team. Like, what the fuck? And I have never in my career, my entire career, ever said a disrespectful word about Snoop Dogg. I mean, what the fuck? Like, his impact on hip hop, like, I can't front on that. But it's like, at what point does it start becoming like, okay, now you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. My top 10, top 5 ain't gonna be the same as his. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, so how could I be mad at that?
Let's be real, because I agree with him. Snoop's impact on the culture and in hip hop, it's undeniable. But as far as like technical talent goes, I'm sorry, I'll be the only person to say it if no one else wants to. My man, Snoop is not that nice, bro. Like, he makes a couple catchy things. He has some dope stuff, and like, I love it. And his old stuff, I will bump it forever. But as far as like technical rap ability, he doesn't hold a candle to 90% of the people that do music right now. As far as like the way that they rap and how they can flow switch, and I'm just being honest. That's my own personal opinion. I get it. Nostalgia-wise, some people probably gonna hit these comments. They're gonna be like, "Yo, you crazy, bro?" But like I said, I get it. He makes good music, but I'm talking as far as technical rap ability. He's really nothing that special. I
wasn't mad about the opinion. It was after that. It was that, you know, that the very last statement was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Mm-hmm. Like, damn, dog. Like, really? But you know, I said what I said. I addressed it. I felt like what I said what I needed to say, and
I'm not saying to choose sides, but it definitely is it's a song that's going to be talked about for a minute, man. This is Zeus, music to be murdered by Side B, deluxe edition, Eminem's. With
more is going to come from this. Clearly, more is going to, because it's not just going to like die away. I mean, I guess like behind the scenes they may just squash it, and we as the public may never know. But more is going to come of it in some fashion or form. So real fast, what we got to dive into right now is apparently Snoop Dogg has responded to this low key because there's an Instagram account. You know what? Let's just pull it up real fast. Now I'm assuming that this is real. I didn't look any further into this, but this account, Eminem Facts, says that Snoop Dogg commented on one of their posts where they asked their viewers, you know, was Snoop Dogg being disrespectful when he said he could live without Eminem's music. Apparently, Snoop Dogg responded and said, "Pray I don't answer that soft ass shit." I like I said, I don't like, someone could easily Photoshop this, but I've seen this floating around a little bit. I've seen some other people talking about it, so I'm thinking that it's real. But you guys can let me know in the comments if it is, if it's not, whatever the case is, and we'll go from here. But like this makes me feel like we're gonna get a little bit more publicly out of this than you know what I mean, than I initially thought. Because like I said, once it all started to come out, I'm like, they're gonna squash it. You know what I'm saying? They're homies. They're gonna squash it behind the scenes. They're gonna figure this out. But you see stuff like this, and it's tough. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. So comment down below what you guys thought about this. I guess at this point, we just gotta wait. We gotta see what happens. Like I said, comment down below what you thought about this. What'd you think about Snoop's initial comments? What'd you think about M's response? What did you think about this interview that he had? Should we check out the full interview? What do you think about this Instagram post that Snoop made? Listen, bro, I need to hear from you guys. Let me know. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you next video, homies. I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. Smoking so much it's like all I show. I don't think they understand. I blow that flower like Mario. I keep that fire in my hand. I just be rolling, that's all I know. I don't think they understand.